Cheers!
I can't read the cue cards.
We just saw a video of
It makes
Patty.
us laugh so hard every time, guys.
Patti LaBelle at Christmas time when she's like, "Where are my background singers?"
Where are my background singers? But that's how she says it. Singers.
Well, we don't need background singers here when you just do lead vocals all the time.
Yeah.
Good morning, Sonnies, on this terrific Tuesday.
Last day of June.
Last day of June. 1 day from July. 1 day from the month America turns 250 years old. And we are going out with a bang today because this show is absolutely stacked. And I mean it in all caps.
Like pancakes?
This is the kind of Tuesday where pancakes meet you at the right end of the show, where the stories are so good or so wild or so moving and so genuinely unbelievable that we almost did not know where to start. This is the show that's going to make you laugh, maybe make you tear up a little bit, make you proud for your community, and make you question every decision that you've ever made about your own tattoos. Yeah, we're going to get into that. Well, it could be. You're going to be a judge and the jury a little bit later. Today is all of it. The beautiful, the bizarre, the brave, and the moment from American history that was going to hit differently from the 4th of July, which is a couple days away. But before we get into all that and unpack this with the TLDR, or whatever the hell the kids say these days, we're going to turn it over to the queen of the sunny snack scene, Mel. Are we snacking today?
Not yet.
Okay, warming up the bus a little bit.
I'm kind of getting burned out on, but like yesterday, I really wanted to get a Drake's cheesesteak.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah, we were going to do an order, and then they never answered the phone.
They don't. How are you going to do
Why
it?
they
They don't
don't
answer
answer the
and then
phone?
they wanted you to order through the DoorDash, and you don't like to do that either.
No, because it turns your sandwich into a $37 sandwich.
Right, because they add, it's not the same menu price when you order on DoorDash, right? It's a little bit more. I'm trying to
No.
figure that out, how they do that.
I think I'm going to start my own DoorDash called Give Me All Your Money, and I'll bring you a damn sandwich.
What a
How about
cracker, a side of saltines.
But I'm so happy today because, Sonnies, we have Carey Del Rey joining us in the studio.
Del Rey, yeah!
She runs a shop right here in St. Augustine that's going to make you rethink your morning routine, your supplement, your skincare game, and what you grab for lunch.
Yeah, we're
Mom,
talking...
it's Carey, C-A-R-E-Y.
Yeah, we're talking all natural. We're talking nourish your body from the inside and glow on the outside.
Yes.
Carey is here. She is ready. And trust me, you're going to want every single product she mentioned. Stay tuned because nature we trust today.
Yes, and we have a Sunshine Shenanigans story
Oh,
that is
Lord.
the greatest love story ever told.
Yes.
I'm not saying anymore.
All right, boy meets girl. Girl makes a very bold request to the boy. The boy says yes without thinking it through. Then the girl leaves, then the boy spirals, and then you got a shenanigan story that is one for the books
Then
today.
your picture ends up on Sunny TV.
Ay, ay, ay.
And if you need plans this week, we've got events for you. One show coming to Ponte Vedra that is 10 years in the making for one night only. One night only!
One night only.
And a local stage right here in St. Augustine has an entire month of programming. So fun and so packed. We need a whole segment just to get through it.
I know. Comedy, improv classes, yoga, and wine that starts in an hour. This is going to be amazing. Can't wait to jump into that.
Yes.
And we've also got a local story that's going to be talking a little bit about Trayvon Martin's mom was in town and kind of giving some hope for some victims' families out there.
I love it. Oh, and get ready for Snack Pack playlist. It's going to be
Yeah.
exciting. And my movies of yesteryear are going full patriot for America's birthday.
I mean, this show is fierce.
It's fresh.
It's Sunny TV, baby. And let's say hello to our title sponsors, the Bailey Group and Steve Chapman's All American Air. Be ready for anything with the Bailey Group, an NFP company. Life is full of unexpected moments. Whether it's securing your family's future, protecting your business, or planning for individual wealth, the Bailey Group is here to guide you every single step of the way. Since 1954, the Bailey Group has been a trusted cornerstone of the St. Augustine community. Under the leadership of President Mark Bailey, they've grown from a local agency into a nationally recognized firm, offering tailored solutions for individuals, families, and businesses, with a focus on individual health and life insurance, Medicare solutions, group insurance, and property and casualty commercial coverage. The Bailey Group combines cutting-edge technology, strategic partnerships, and personalized service to deliver the peace of mind you deserve. Give them a call today, 904-461-1800.
Hi, I'm Steve Chapman, owner of All American Air Conditioning and Heating. For over 40 years, we've been serving St. Augustine and the surrounding areas. We're the largest HVAC dealer in St. Johns County, providing high-quality service and products. With courteous technicians responding to your HVAC needs, our expertise will give you confidence in your investment. Family-owned All-American Air Conditioning, voted Best of St. Augustine for more than 20 years running.
All right, Mel, what's going on with this weather report?
All right. Well, guess what? I'm going to tell you this. It's going to be hot today. It's
Hot
going to be
and
hot all week. Today it's going to be 88, but it's going to feel like 101. Max index is 5.0, which means it's moderate. So wear your sunscreen, hydrate, all the things. Winds are coming in east-northeast at 12 miles per hour, and wind gusts are 23 miles per hour, so we'll have some wind. There's supposedly going to be a little thunderstorm around 3, but I think it's changing now to just rain.
Oh, at 3 on the dot?
Yeah, well, it's showing from 3 to 6.
Okay.
Like 10 to 15% increments, so that may go away.
You
I'm not giving an accurate because it may go away.
Why not? Oh,
Yeah.
So you're not going to give an accurate. That's not even fun. Like we're supposed to have fun on the show. Like I'm going to say at 5:22 p.m. we'll probably have rain. Okay.
Maybe.
Let's go.
And tonight's going to be a low of 78, but it's going to feel 85.
Right.
So we're not getting any relief in the hot.
They can't take away the fun from the people. They got to
The
have a
fun
little
from
bit
the
of fun from
people.
you. Yeah.
All right, let's do some details by Dean.
Hopefully it'll be fun.
Oh, my
Details by
God.
Dean.com.
All right, you guys. Well, today is National Ice Cream Soda Day.
I love ice cream sodas. They were born from the late 1800s with soda fountains were the social hubs of American towns. Someone dropped a scoop of vanilla into carbonated water with sweet syrup, and the crowd went
Root beer
absolutely wild. They were taking off their tops and running around town topless. Root beer floats,
Right.
chocolate sodas, fruit flavors, all of it. They were just a craze.
When's the
about-
last time you had a root beer float?
I don't know, but
I want one.
Love a good root beer
Doesn't that
float.
sound good right now?
Root beer.
Do it. And it's also International Asteroid Day.
I think they have a cream for that.
Yeah, I think so too.
The United Nations officially recognizes today because of what happened on this date in 1908 in Siberia. An asteroid or comet fragment exploded in the atmosphere and flattened 770 square miles of forest. No crater, just 770 square miles of trees knocked flat. The blast released energy equivalent to 15 megatons of TNT. TNT! Dynamite!
All right, and ready. Today is also Social Media Day.
Ew. Since the mid-2000s, social media has completely reshaped how people share information. We know, okay? Next, Alexa,
All
skip.
right. Today here's our birthdays. Lena Horne, born in 1917.
Oh, yes.
So
Miss
good.
Horne, Queen Horne, Dame Horne, was the groundbreaking singer, actress, and civil rights advocate. She became one of the first black performers to sing a long-term studio contract in Hollywood. Hollywood. A lot of people
and-
want to go to Hollywood.
You know, I have a soft spot in my heart for this guy, Mr. Mike Tyson. It's his birthday today.
Ew, Iron Mike.
I
is
do.
Why? He beat up his girlfriend.
I don't
Ew,
know, but there's just something
nasty.
about him that I have a soft spot for.
Boo.
Okay. And Miss Fantasia Barrino.
Oh, remember when she won American
American
Idol back
Idol.
in 2004? She needs a hood boy. I need a... I can't do it because I got to bleep it out.
Yeah,
Anyway.
with too many bleeps. And on this day in history in 1953, the first Chevrolet Corvette rolled off the assembly line.
It's called America's Sports Car. It was built in Flint, Michigan with a
bad water.
fiberglass body and styling that nobody has seen before. The Corvette became one of the most iconic symbols of American automotive design. It started right here on June 30th.
Yes, and in 1971, the Supreme Court ruled on the Pentagon Papers.
Ah, the court ruled that the government could not block newspapers from publishing classified documents about the Vietnam War. It became a landmark case for press freedom and First Amendment rights. The ruling reshaped the relationship between the government and the media in ways that we still obviously feel today.
Oh, well. In 2004, Spaceship One made history.
Spaceship One became the first privately funded spacecraft to reach space. The single flight cracked open the door for everything that came after it. SpaceX, Blue Origin, Virgin Galactic. The private space industry we know today started June 30th, 2004.
And here's our weird fact of the day. It comes from 1997.
A man in California, tell him about it, Mel.
A man in California walked into a bank and attempted to rob it with a plastic lightsaber. He waved it responded dramatically and demanded cash. The teller refused. Customers started laughing. Police arrived. The man reportedly told officers he was channeling the force. He was not. He was channeling Dopey.
Well, maybe the force be with him. All right, the force is here with the local music report. Drum it, hum it down. Sonny's time for the local music report to make you proud on this Tuesday, June 30th, 2026.
Oh.
We got J.C. Hatfield of the Milltap Tavern at
Do
noon.
it.
Shayla Nelson, Trade Winds Lounge at 1. We love her so much. Joshua Tennessee Worthy at Pierre's Pub at 1. Sean Ryan, Bin 39 Wine Bar, 2 o'clock. Mark Hart, Trade Winds Lounge at 5. Joe Targrove at Hurricane Grill and Wings at 5:30. Janaya T. Smith Asian Bistro, 5:30 p.m. Claire Vanderveer, 17 King at 6 o'clock p.m. Somebody's playing at Hornsky's. I have no idea. 6 o'clock. Go check it out. Jeremy Wineglass, Michaels, 6 o'clock. Smoking Joe's taking showers over at Kelly with Ann O'Malley's Deli and Pub, 6 o'clock tonight. Kat Archer, Harry's Seafood Bar and Grill at 6. And Matt Wilson at Cortez's Bistro at 7 o'clock. We got some great expectations for those local musicians.
People are looking for a company, I want people to have great expectations. We are a small family-owned brokerage. What that means is you get really personalized service and everything is very hands-on. You're not just getting tossed onto the MLS and crossing our fingers. We're very aggressive with our marketing. We're excellent with communication. We have a lot of amazing relationships in the community, so you're getting the advantages of all of those things.
All right, Sonnies, you know we love a good local gem. And today we're stepping into the world of Nature We Trust, a St. Augustine shop dedicated to organic snacks, drinks, vitamins, supplements, skincare, all the things local and natural. I love it. Carey is here to talk about nourishing your body, refreshing your routine, and maybe helping us all glow a little bit more brighter. Carey, welcome to Sunny TV.
Thank you.
I'm so excited that you're here and talk about all things Nature We Trust. How did it all come about?
Well, I moved here. I've been living here closer.
You're good.
I've been living here for about 25 years. I actually helped coordinate the farmers market at the amphitheater.
Oh, awesome.
So I've been into natural and organic and seeing like products that actually work, that you don't have to get chemicals and stuff. And I was like, wow, this stuff out here really works. And
Yeah.
there's like people in this town that can do it. And like, that's how it started.
So go back for the amphitheater. So you were in like the early stages of when that all started?
Yeah, yes.
Beautiful.
Yes, I took it over in 2008 and I ran it for 10 years, 2018.
Wow. And you
And
did
it still
a
exists,
remarkable
so I feel
job.
like,
Yeah.
created definitely an
Like a
event.
go-to. It's a mecca for all markets. I mean, literally, we have 900, and we talk about markets all
We
day
have
long.
like 67.536 markets.
Markets, I know. But this is the Stentorian, like, that's, oh my gosh, I didn't even know that. That's amazing. So you got in touch with a little bit of the nature, life, and the audience.
Yes.
It was what really responded well.
Yes.
So talk a little bit more about your journey, and where did it grow after the market?
Well, after the market, I had a cafe called High Tide Cafe, and everything came from farm to fresh. You know, we get everything at the farmer's market, and, you know, so actually it's backwards. I had the cafe and then was putting everything from the farmer's market in it, and then ran the
cool.
farmer's market. There was a lady, Wynn Wichitek, and the amphitheater was building, and to what they are right now, which is amazing. And, you know, didn't really want that in front of the parking lot. And, you know, we fought to keep it alive, and it still exists, and ran for 10 years. But definitely got me connected with Nature We Trust,
That's cool.
you know, with everything, all those vendors and everything that they could come up with, that very creative and natural and organic, which was important to me.
Yeah. Did you always grow up with like a natural aesthetic? Did you always like, you know, the natural peanut butters? Like, did you grow up with things like that? Or was this something that, you know, curated over time?
We ate very healthy growing up. I'm the oldest of 5 kids, so we probably couldn't afford organic everything.
Yeah, right.
But
I know.
definitely, you know, my peanut butter and jellies and no sweet cereals or anything like that. But
Yeah.
so I grew up really healthy.
That's good. Yeah, high fructose corn syrup. I'm still probably paying the price for this day. all over
Yeah,
it.
we're not allowed soda in the house, so.
So let's get into, we're here with the whole concept of keeping people feeling young, healthy, hydrated, and nourished. How did that evolve over time? Because obviously, you know, medicine evolves, so does health and wellness. How have you kind of shaped that landscape?
I think when you walk in, it's like a nature oasis when you walk in there. I mean, to the left of you, you have all your supplements that are internal, and to the right of you, you have all your supplements that are external that you put on that you absorb.
Okay.
And just being from the Fountain of Youth in the oldest city of the United States, and just being in that farmers market and seeing how healthy this community really, really is. I mean, you see the growth of the farmers market even today, how huge it is. You know, it's not getting old, it's just getting, everyone's just, I don't know, finally clicking in that this is like a way of life. It's just people are living longer, and I think it's because of less chemicals.
Talk about, I'm going to put up this picture, the bar with the fish tank.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
it's
my
Talk
gosh.
about this picture.
I know, this is our new Kava Joy Bar. This is In Nature We Trust, and it is gorgeous. It is just, I mean, do you want me to tell you how it came in?
Yeah,
Yes,
please do.
tell the
Yeah.
story.
They came, there was a huge crate. They knocked over the Circle Lollipop sign, first of all, just completely knocked that over
Oh
when
my
they first
gosh.
came in. It was this huge, like, crane that carried it in. Then we had about 6 guys with magnetic siding things on their hands, and it looked like the game Tetris.
Oh,
the
that's
way they were
awesome.
trying to get this L-shaped bar into the, and then it rolled on the ground. I have video footage. I should have sent it to you before, because it was like a trip to see it.
Where
come
did
in
this
there.
idea come from? Did you go to a bar and like, I have to have
No,
this?
the manager of our store, Angie, who is amazing, said that she went to a restaurant. And she's like, there was this aquarium bar, and my husband and I were like, oh my God, we're doing it.
Oh my gosh.
Aquarium bar, absolutely. Oh my gosh, yeah.
It's extraordinary though. Like
Yeah.
you have fish in this. It's glass, right? I'm saying that right? And they're just
plexi.
plexi. Okay,
Yeah.
and they're just swimming around while
Yeah.
you're enjoying a great
But
kava.
there's
Yeah.
also a blue lobster in there.
Yes,
Oh, talk
Tank.
about this.
Oh,
Tank.
Tank. He comes out. He's so cute. He has his big claws, and all the fish pick on him. And he's just
Aw.
like, I know everyone's rooting for Tank. In fact, when we say if you come in, if you find Tank, you get a free tattoo.
Oh, that's awesome.
Because he's like, I'm
Yeah,
not
so
coming
the kids
out.
come in, all they're in there looking for Tank, you know.
The fish are going to get me. They're
And
going
he
to beat me
does.
up.
He responds. If you tap on it, Tank's like, hello.
Oh, that's cute. I want to see Tank. That's awesome. But talk about kava, because that means obviously the kava bar. We
Yes.
hear this word. It's a buzzword.
I know.
What is kava all about?
Kava is a root that it takes 4 to 8 years. It actually, we ran out of kava. There was such a shortage of it for a little bit because kava blew up and it's so popular right now. And the root that you get that gives you the, the buzz that you get from it, it takes 4 to 8 years for the root to ferment to even,
Oh, wow.
Oh.
so you can't rush kava.
Okay.
You have to really appreciate kava and enjoy kava.
So is it alcohol? Is it not? What is
It's
this?
not alcohol.
Okay.
It's just a root that is 4 to 8 years old of a root usually, and you grind the root, and you add powder to it, not really a powder. You grind it with water. You let it sit overnight, and then you kind of you knead it almost like the root inside of like a silk bag, and
Yeah.
you just knead the root out into the water.
Wow.
And we do it every morning.
That's
and
exciting.
make fresh kava and dump it every night.
Is it bubbly or is it like
No.
carbonated? No. Okay.
No, it's
It's like
more,
a tea?
Yeah, like a tea.
Okay.
Yeah, like
Okay.
a tea texture of a drink, and it's going to taste very earthy, like a root. But it's not bitter like everyone would expect. It's
Yeah.
very mild. Makes your tongue numb a little bit, and it gives you like a champagne buzz.
I love that.
Oh.
I love that.
Yeah.
Little light in the loafers.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
So when people walk in, I mean, you see a lot of newbies all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I wanna take charge of my health and wellness. I wanna, see what's out there. What's one of the things that people need the most when they enter?
I think if you were going in, hydration probably. I mean, we
Cool.
have a refrigerator that's strictly just all different kinds of water from all over the world. We have
Oh.
like a party fridge also, that has like your THC drinks in it, has your kava drinks in it, that give you a natural buzz.
Cool.
So we have alternatives to everything.
That's awesome.
Anything you could think of, from alternative to just natural and organic, it's all natural and pure.
I mean, people do talk about the different waters. We talked about, there's a show called Vanderpump Rules, and they were having
Yes.
$1,000
Lala,
bottle.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
She had a.
That's partly.
Is it
came
really?
from a little bit of that? I said to my husband, I said, look at all the different waters that are out there, because
Yeah.
I haven't, and that just happens to be that I haven't had a drink in about 6 years.
That's amazing.
So it's just I have all these alternatives that I like to experiment with. So it's definitely been something that's animated, that has
I
made
love
me-
that.
I love
though.
that,
That
though.
is
Do
such
it.
a cool journey because there are different alternatives
Well, and you
out
know
there.
what I
Yeah.
think is really great? A lot of people have chosen sobriety.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of them, not because they ever had an issue, they just decided I'm
Yeah.
done.
Yeah.
And a lot of places are really buying into that. They're doing the mocktails and they're doing these other type of things.
Yeah.
Like on
Right.
Vanderpump Rules, Lala,
Yeah.
she did a water tasting party similar to a wine tasting.
Right.
And she had this whole company come in, and the other cast members were on the show, and they're like, "Oh, this is so ridiculous." Then they were started drinking it. They're like, "Wait, all water does taste different."
Yeah.
But it's really great to see that there is a way for people to still get that vibe that they're going to a bar and hanging out.
Right,
but
right,
it's
Like we have full-on mocktails. Like they shake the drinks in front of you
Yes.
and make a drink, and you can add we've got Willie Nelson's TLC in there.
Love it.
We have all different kinds of kava blends. We've got Club 13 in there, and they do great kavas. They have a bunch of alternative, organic substances that give you a little bit of a buzz. So
That's fun.
we
So
have
like
everything. It's fun, but it's also very natural and clean. So you're getting every angle. You should be able to go in there like you would, say it's a 7-Eleven or a Circle K, but it's all organic and natural.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're not getting like beer, you're getting like a kava.
That
Yeah,
is
I love that.
awesome. I
You
like
know?
that. That's
Tell
a cool
us about
vibe.
the supplements and the skincare you have in there.
Yeah.
The supplements and the skincare are amazing. We have really good high-end brands that are there, all natural and organic, and they sell them in the smaller sizes and the larger sizes, so you
Okay.
don't have to completely go, empty out your pocketbook when you go in there. But it is a little bit more pricey, and for when you want good quality.
So how do you pick
So,
the things?
and you know that from even going from the farmers market. Some of the things that you get there, it's a little bit higher end.
Yeah. Well,
So-
good. That's awesome. So it's a
Yeah, you
more
can't
of a,
get it on eBay.
Right.
You have to go into the shop and
it's
get
more
it.
of a destination
Yeah.
to go there. So how do you select the items that go into the shop?
Definitely all natural, clean, pure, organic. It has to be that. And just from, just testing them.
Yeah.
And I have a really, really great staff. I have to give a lot of shout out to all of them. None of them like to be on TV. None of them like to be interviewed, but they've been with me since I opened up the shop. A shout out to Angie, our manager. She's amazing.
Awesome.
Jan and Beth and Julia, they are so qualified. They've taken courses on all of the products that are in the section that is internal for all the vitamins and supplements. We have proteins. We even have coffee that's organic and natural.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, we carry Lard Hamilton stuff.
That's awesome.
Now,
Wow.
We have his coffee,
So
his
you must
protein
have
bars.
It's like an exclusive that you have that because I can't find that anywhere in town. I have to go to
no.
Jacksonville for
yeah,
something.
no, we've got it at the shop.
That's
All of his products.
awesome.
How long has the store been open?
About 2 years.
2 years.
Yeah.
Super cool. So what was was this the vision? Did you always have this? I mean, you obviously you had the coffee shop and the farmer's market, but were you always one day I want to have a Nature We Trust store?
I did. I wanted a wellness shop. I felt like this is a town that really, really cares to see and live that experience of that farmer's market and see it grow and see this town come together as a community that wanted to be part of an event that I had so badly that I had 182 people on a waiting list just to get in.
Oh my God, that's
love
awesome.
It was amazing. It was amazing. I said, God, this really is something this community desires and wants.
True.
And so we did it.
True. I mean, and you even have yoga classes inside
Yeah.
of Nature We Trust too.
Dana.
Yeah, let's talk about
Yes.
that. How amazing is this moment?
Yeah, this is great. She's going to do the Bohemian Festival again this year.
Awesome.
We hope to be part of it. Nature We Trust again. And she's to start doing some yoga classes at the store. We fit up to when we were promoting the Bohemian Festival, we had the rain out party at our store. We had all yoga. We had about 28 people doing yoga.
Wow.
Awesome.
Yeah, so it's possible. We're going to do it.
I mean, the space is absolutely perfect.
Yeah,
it's
we
enormous.
have trivia tonight,
Yeah.
which is amazing.
That's
you know,
awesome.
And it's from another kava shop, and she does the Alternative Tuesdays. And they carry all Club 13 products, which are some of the products that we have as well. So it really is a Club 13. A lot of products are there. It's my husband's business.
Cool.
So he promotes a lot from there, too. It's all natural and organic as well.
I love that. I love
Yeah.
that. I think this is awesome because it just gives people so many different options out there. Some people get stuck in a rut, and this is something that I do hear a lot of people. I want to focus on my
Yeah,
health. I want to focus on my
absolutely.
wellness.
I
This is a
think
great way to
people
You
start.
can do it in a fun way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't we? Right?
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, Mel and I probably have the image of going in and everything's going to taste like tree bark.
Yeah.
There's no everyone doesn't wear
Try it.
deodorant. It's it's a hard situation. But no, this is a wonderful natural way to live.
And they're tasty. Let me tell you, nature is delicious.
Awesome.
Nature, I love that.
Yes.
Nature is delicious.
That needs to
It
be a
is.
T-shirt. So what's the future? What are you thinking, Nature We Trust? Where do you see anything that we can look forward to?
I think that the cafe bar, the Cava Joy bar, is bubbling.
Okay.
I really do. I think it's like a soda that's just about to explode. I mean, there's so many organic substances that can give you a nice buzz and you can have a good time.
Do you have
And-
snacks in there?
Yeah. We've got
tell us about
Lord
the
Hamilton
snacks.
snacks. We got a bunch of his stuff in there.
Okay.
So, but we don't have as many snacks as like I'd like to have in there, like a cafe, because we're not really a cafe.
Okay.
We're more of like a Cava bar wellness center.
Got it.
So, but eventually, stay tuned.
Hey, there it is.
What are the hours of the shop?
We have 11 to 11 during the week, and on the weekends we're open till midnight.
11 to 11
Wow.
p.m.
Yeah, I'm looking to open up a little bit earlier to get the coffee comers back. We just didn't have that in the beginning.
Got it.
So that was, but we're open 7 days a week. We're not afraid to
Oh,
work.
wow.
That's
Yeah.
great, and parking is lovely because I
Parking
know
is
that's everyone's
lovely.
always worried
There you
about is
go.
parking.
Parking in the
Parking
back,
lot.
in the front.
Yeah.
Back in the front. 4th of July, where the bridge is closed
Uh-huh.
up to like our street or whatever. So having like a live band and
Cool.
oh yeah, because you have bridge traffic and what are you going to do while you're waiting for all the traffic to
sit
leave?
there.
You're going to sit and listen to music and have a kava with us.
That's
There it
awesome.
is.
Are you having multiple musicians? Any musician you want to shout out or anything that's coming?
I do. The Mad Love is the name of the band.
Awesome.
Okay, have
We
you
talk
heard-
to them. We talk about them on the music report all the time. So
Okay.
that's awesome.
They're coming out and like they're playing for basically nothing because we couldn't afford to do
I love
much
that.
for them.
Amazing.
And he's like, "We'll even play till midnight if it's still jamming." I was like, "Yes."
Cool.
And they're like good customers of ours also.
That's one thing I will say about this town. A lot of people are like, you know what? I want to support you. Let me
Yeah.
just pull through and do it. And I think that's what's so powerful about Sunny TV and our guest because it goes berserko and people are just love to help and be a part of the community.
True.
Anytime they hear this is going on or something new or something
Yeah.
different, I think it's great. And a lot of people that do take a lot of medications are now switching to the more organic stuff for
Yeah.
like fibromyalgia, anxiety, things like that.
Getting
Yeah.
the body will heal itself.
So I
The
think-
body's a
and-
machine.
And
yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, the only place I knew in town was Diane's.
Oh,
And
that's right.
that's the
Yeah.
only one I knew about.
Yeah.
I didn't know all these other places.
And we love
exist.
Diane's too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's what I love about the wellness aesthetic or the wellness culture.
all support each
Everybody
other.
supports each other,
Yeah.
which is really cool because
Yeah.
they're all in it for the greater good.
Yeah. We want this community to thrive, and there's not a lot of, the more wellness, the more attention gets brought to it, so, and it's like a thing. I mean, it's kind of like, it's kind of ick to be like grungy and like not healthy.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It weighs
Dirty.
you down.
Yeah,
Where
it's
you
like-
feel up and lifted,
I know,
right?
it's like
Shoulders are
what-
back.
yeah.
Feeling it. I love
Yeah.
that.
So, if you had to pick a favorite skincare product in your shop, what would it be?
Well, I always say that I love the Island Girl. That's my scent and oil, and I even put it on before I came in here. I love it. It's not greasy. It smells good. It's clean. All of our stuff is like clean and fresh and organic. For my face, I use all of our sunscreens that we have. We've got like the Think brand, like Think Baby, Think Sport, Think this. Think
Yes,
this,
from
yes.
Jim.
So those are just great to have on hand. You have to, I believe in sunscreen.
Me
I
too.
mean, I'm in the sun all the time.
Yeah, true story.
Yeah.
And that's really, truly like the secret of longevity is making sure that you're covering
And
up.
that's
Yeah.
why I hate wearing sunscreen because a lot of it is thick
Greasy,
and greasy. And
yeah.
I don't want to walk
This is
around
light.
smelling like a pool all day.
Island
This
girl.
is light, and even like my makeup is just like tinted sunscreen.
Yeah, it looks
Okay.
flawless. I love it
So-
because normally you can tell, when it looks a little
Yeah.
heavier, thick. So
True.
that's amazing.
Yeah.
Carey, you are awesome.
Thanks.
Nature we trust.
You
this
guys
is
are great. This was really nice of you to have me. I was really nervous.
You're
Oh,
fantastic.
you
You
guys
are fabulous.
Yeah.
And this is such a great way for people to learn about your brand because
Yeah.
it's so important. And we want people to live the best version of themselves.
Wait,
Yeah,
how
we
many?
do too.
How many days a week are you physically in the shop so people come in? They can be like, "Oh my God, hey girl."
Yeah, I'm there every day. I'm not there all day every day, but I'm there every day. It's popping
Okay.
in.
Very, very cool.
Yeah, especially at night with the Kava Bar. I've been hanging out there and making sure things are going right there. And it's fun. We've got like trivia, we have poker night.
Okay.
Yeah, like it's been really fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where can people find a lot of information about the shop? Is that social media?
Social media, we do a lot of stuff on Instagram and Facebook, and Now we're trying to do some TikToks.
Cool.
You know, we did something with you guys. This is one of our first things. So
I love it.
Hey, there you
Awesome.
go.
Yeah.
We're going to make some magic for you, I promise. But
Cool.
nature we trust. So important. Thank you so much for your time,
Thank
Carey.
you.
This
Thank
was
you.
Thanks
fabulous.
for having me.
Sonnies, we are going to support nature we trust. Get in there and check this out. And if you're around the 4th of July, go and jam out with some beautiful music. Guys, we're going to take a quick break with Maritime Creative and Flashes and Brilliance. Maritime Vibe Check!
Fresh version.
When the lights come on and the magic begins,
There's a crew behind the scenes that always wins.
Maritime Creative. They set the stage.
From sound to lights to video waves.
Big show, small space, doesn't matter a bit.
They show up, they glow up, they make it all lit.
No panic, no chaos, just smooth, clean flow.
They take a wild idea and make it glow.
need a vibe, they build it.
Have a dream, they get it.
From spark to spotlight, they never forget it.
I trust them, I love them, they come on through.
Maritime Creative, that's the real stuff, boo.
So if you want your moment to rise and shine,
Call the crew that always gets it right every time. It's Maritime. Got gold? Got silver? Got a drawer full of what even is this? Then it's time to cash in with Flashes and Brilliance, Northeast Florida's most trusted gold buyers. They're not just buying gold, they're buying silver, rare coins, fine watches, estate jewelry, and all the sparkle you forgot you had. Don't just sit on your treasure. Turn it into cash today. Call John and Steph, the pros who make it easy. 904-540-7617. It's fast, it's friendly, it's Flashes and Brilliance, because your buried treasure belongs in your bank account. Hey guys, there's a really cool band that's coming to town. Honey Hounds are coming to Ponte Vedra, and this is one big celebration because they have not performed in about 10 years. With their debut album called No Sleep, sparked a formation of Honey Hounds and launched a decade of music, miles, and memories for everyone that's been along for the ride. And on Saturday, November 21st at Ponte Vedra Concert Hall, they're throwing a proper party to mark the moment. Only one night they'll be performing an anniversary performance featuring songs from No Sleep, fan favorites from across the band's entire journey, special guests, and opening performance from Nether Hour, ooh, and Twin Sons. If you have been a Honey Hounds fan from the beginning, this is the show not to miss. Mel, give some details.
all right, the show's Saturday, November 21st at Ponte Vedra Concert Hall. Doors open at 5:30 p.m. and the show starts at 7. Tickets range from $48.26 to $69.80. Tickets are on sale now through Access or in person at the St. Augustine Amphitheater. And Ponte Vedra Concert Hall box office, they open daily from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m.
I'm telling you, Ponte Vedra Concert Hall is turning it up this
Especially
season.
since they did that big remodel.
Yeah, it looks amazing over there too. So check out some of the concert lineup that they have. Hey guys, our friend over at Third Space Improv, Amy Angelilli, she messaged me and said, "Hey, would you give a good shout on Sunny TV?" And I absolutely will, Amy. Here we go. If you ever been to Third Space Improv on Malaga Street in St. Augustine, July is your month, babes. And if you have been before, you already know what we're about to say. Third Space Improv is one of those spaces that reminds you how fun it is just to show up, let it go, and relax and laugh with friends. And they have a packed July with so much goodness.
There's a lot.
Barely know where to start. Mel, give us some details.
All right, Thursday, July 2nd, Scene Machine. It's an improv graduation show. It starts at 7:30. Tickets are $12 advance, $17 at the door. Saturday, July 3rd, 11th to 25th, Beach Please.
I love
A
that.
totally improvised summer vacation. Everything is made up on the spot. We need to do that.
It sounds like fun. And Friday,
Yes.
July 10th, classic comedy night. Local and regional stand-up talents will be there. Laugh Until It Hurts. Starts at around 8 o'clock p.m. Tickets are $20 advance, $25 at the door.
Yes, Monday, July 13th, level 1 improv class begins. Friday, July 17th, Friday Night Live.
And then Saturday, July 18th, Summer Lovin' with 3 blind dates. Listen to this. It's an unscripted romantic comedy where the audience pairs the couples based on their own real dating stories. This is a hoot and a holler.
be hilarious.
Starts at 8 o'clock p.m. Of course, 20 advance, 25 at the door.
Yes, Sunday, July 19th is the Improv Jam. It's recess for grown-ups.
Right, and then Monday, July 20th through the 24th, Improv Camp
Oh,
for
how
Kids.
cool.
Listen, you're tired of the kids. They're running around. They're screaming and hollering.
This is really cool.
Get them out of the crate. Throw them into Third Space
them out
Improv.
of
This
the
is
crate.
really cool. Improv Camp for Kids ages ages 10 to 16. You got shy kids. You got kids that are afraid to communicate.
Yes.
You got kids that are afraid to step out of their box. This is a wonderful way to teach your kids how to communicate on their own. Think of it like Montessori school. Like, because improv is teaching the art of what's on the top of your mind and how do you get that out and express it to an audience. This is an excellent camp. I'm telling you right now.
Yes.
Daily 2 to 5 p.m. Creativity, confidence, and
And it's
ensemble work.
affordable.
Registration $225 to $250. It's perfect. Listen, think about that peace of mind you're going to get. I love it, guys. Check out Third Space Improv.
They have a lot
if
going
you know, you know, and if you
on.
don't, now you do, baby. Let's go.
Do it.
All
What's up
right.
next?
We heard from our friends over from Inc. Investing in Kids. You know, we love them so much. The St. John's Education Foundation, which operates as Investing in Kids, Inc., has awarded, listen to this, more than $100,000 in scholarships
Wow.
to 26 graduating seniors from St. John's County class of 2026. $100,000 raised by local families, businesses, and community partners who looked at those kids and said, we believe in you, and we are putting our money where our values are. Inc. Executive Director Kathy Newman said it perfectly. These scholarships do more than provide financial support. They send a powerful message to students that their community believes in them. And that's just not a press release line. That's the truth. And this community lives it.
Yes, here all 26 recipients. I just put their picture up and the scholarships they earned, and every single name deserves to be read out loud. There's so many people.
I know.
So many
and
kids.
Real quick, we've got Leandra in comments right now. Leandra, I know that you're just waking up, but we had Nature We Trust on this morning. We think you're gonna love that. That's why we tagged you in comments.
Yes.
It's a really, really cool, healthy store to check out. But yeah, going
Yes.
back to this story, it's a pretty amazing. There's a laundry list of people that supported this.
Check out their website. It's all on there.
Yeah, and I've got a really fun fact here. Research consistently shows that community-funded scholarships have a measurable impact to not just on the recipients, but on the entire family nucleus, breaking financial cycles that can span generations. So I just think this is awesome. What do you think it means for a young person, for a community to rally around? Is that a lot of pressure, do you think?
Well,
or?
I think some of it's pressure, but I think it's it shows a lot of support that people you don't even know
Yeah.
are cheering for you.
I think it's like good pressure, though. I mean,
Yeah,
I
like,
believe in that because, I mean,
They
athletics
see-
and
but
things.
I also think it's because they see like what you're doing that most people think like, okay, this kid's just going to school every day. But you have people that believe in you and they're seeing all these things because a lot of the kids, they volunteer and they do so many volunteer hours more than what's needed for the Bright Future Scholarship.
True.
But you don't hear about a lot of that stuff.
Right.
So I think that these organizations and companies that do these scholarships and things, it just shows right
Well,
there.
you know a lot from Big Brothers Big Sisters, right, with the mentor. And
Yeah.
how important is it for a kid to have a mentor and kind of show them the way?
I think it reduces.
Give me the night.
I think mentorship reduces risky behaviors and potential down the wrong path for kids by like 65 or 80%. I can't remember the exact
friend
number.
groups and things. It kind of navigates them in the right
Because
way.
think about it, growing up, we might have not have called it a mentor, but I think we all had somebody we looked up to.
Sure.
And we wanted to be like them.
Sure,
So I think it's
absolutely.
a good thing. Go Inc.
Absolutely. Go Inc.
Do
Okay.
it.
Okay. Doing it for the children.
And a
All
cheering.
right. Speaking about doing it for the children, we've got 2 mothers, 2 legacies, and 1 undeniable message. Our children matter. All right, Sabrina Fulton, the mother of Trayvon Martin, you remember this story back back a few years ago, joined advocates and community members at a Jacksonville brunch called Angel of Mine. I found this out from Stacy Forrest, by the way. Event that brings together families touched by loss and unimaginable grief and turns that pain into purpose. Trayvon Martin was 17 years old when he was killed in Sanford, Florida in 2012. His mother has spent every year fighting for something bigger than herself, showing up at events in communities for families who understand a kind of heartbreak that most of them can't even fathom. She did not disappear. She showed up. She woke up and stood on the front lines, and to this day, she's still right there.
Yes.
That's the kind of presence that deeply matters here, especially all across Northeast Florida. Mel, give me some details.
All right, so Sabrina Fulton, the mother of Trayvon Martin, appeared at the Angel of Mine brunch in Jacksonville. And the Tristan Bailey Foundation right here in St. Johns County carries on a mission that would make Tristan proud. Built on 4 pillars: character development, victim advocacy, self-defense,
Yep.
and confidence, and education and dangers on social media, which is so huge.
Yes.
The foundation runs the WAVE program, Women Against Violent Encounters, which teaches women the threat awareness and self-defense skills. You can check the sheriff's website to see where you can have these, where they're hosting them.
Mm-hmm.
And the Tristan Bailey Foundation Golf Tournament is set for Monday, November 2nd
That's
at St.
right.
John's Golf and Country Club.
So you can help
Yep.
support these incredible foundations. And I love this like brunch that brings
connection.
together families that are going through something this tragic. And it kind of shows them the networking and the support group that they can find. I mean, we obviously went through that horrific journey of Tristan Bailey. That's why I kind of put that in the story here, just try to tie it back into here locally of saying that you are not alone. And that's what really, truly this this brunch was all about. I did get to see some video from it. And what started as a somber moment of reflection, they had like this very long table with picture frames of all the children, all the victims out there. And it really kind of developed into a sense of joy and compassion for one another. And people were dancing a little bit at the end, which kind of really shows movement through the grief process. And I think that that's an important thing, especially it's sort of like a sisterhood, you know?
They all become a part of a club that nobody really wants to be in, but they
True.
find the way to make the best of that club and support others. Because to be honest, if you've never lost a child, you can sympathize with that person, but you don't know what that pain is like.
Right.
So it puts you in a room of people who know exactly how you feel, and it gives you some kind of purpose to support and love and care, and you don't have to explain how you feel.
And this group will turn the worst moments of people's lives into something that protects other people's children. That's not strength. That's an ordinary sense. This is a rare thing, and I really wanted to
it's
highlight
huge.
that today. Guys, we're going to take a quick break with Old Town Trolley and St. Augustine Attractions Association. Sit back and relax and take it easy, baby, and let it go as Old Town Trolley's licensed and talented tour conductors share over 500 years of St. Augustine history. Guests will enjoy the city's European flavor, brick-lined streets, and sites such as the Castillo de San Marcos, the Fountain of Youth, and Henry Flagler's former Ponce de Leon Hotel. This 90-minute tour features 22 stops and covers more than 100 points of interest. Guests can use their ticket all day for on and off reboarding. You got to check out hometownpass.com. St. Augustine isn't just a destination, it's an experience. From historic streets to the unforgettable adventures, the city is full of moments waiting to happen. But here's the move. Don't just guess your way through it. Go where the Sunnies find the most trusted attractions. The St. Augustine Attractions Association. Dozens of the best experiences all in one place. From history to hidden gems and everything in between. Plan smarter, explore deeper, experience more. Go to StAugustineFLAttractions.com, because here you don't just visit St. Augustine, you live it. Do you like to talk about fashion?
Yeah.
All right, fashion is a passion. And I don't know how you're going to feel about this, but this is definitely passion. All right, so, the University of Texas just changed the game, and honestly, we need to talk about it. Engineers at UT Austin have developed a high-tech jacket prototype that pulls drinking water directly out of the air around you. Not filtered water, not purified water, water harvested from humidity in the atmosphere, funneled through specific engineered fabric and collected it into a drinkable form. Up to 1.5 pints per day, depending on humidity levels. It's definitely going to be 1.5.
It would be
yeah.
like 9 gallons.
Right,
here in Florida.
exactly. The jacket uses a material called air gel, a biomass-derived hydrogel woven into the fabric that absorbs moisture from the air and releases it when gently warmed. The research team said the goal was to rethink everything, and Professor Yu put it perfectly. Water harvesting from air is usually imagined as a stationary device like a box or a panel. We wanted to rethink the form. Well, they didn't just rethink it. They actually put it on your back.
Oh, so it was specifically engineered hydrogel fabric called air gel that absorbs moisture from the surrounding air and funnels it into small detachable harvesting units.
This is kind of cool, actually.
These units are placed in a foldable collector and gently heated to produce clean, drinkable water. Like my camping tips, you use the humidity and the plastic.
So this is basically your
a
camping
jacket
tips
version of my camping tip.
You're right. You don't have to dig the hole
Yes,
now.
I just didn't publish it in the Science Journal like these guys.
That's very interesting
So-
because you didn't sleep with David Rush.
Now, compared to conventional water harvesting materials, the textiles showed a 3 to 10 times improvement at scale. The same research team also developed a separate solar panel device that pulls 2.3 pints of clean water in per day in both desert and humid conditions. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah, the technology is
Mm-hmm.
being explored for hikers, campers, agricultural workers, soldiers, disaster relief teams, and people in regions with limited water infrastructure like Haiti. That's pretty amazing.
I think it's news, wrong show, but
I mean, roughly 2 billion people worldwide currently lack access to safe drinking water
Yep.
at home. We take this all for granted. Technologies like this, scaled and distributed properly, could change that number and what feels almost impossible to imagine right now. I think that's very
this is
innovative.
really cool.
Definitely.
Because with the way things are going and resources keep disappearing, this is a way to have fresh water.
Yeah. What else can we design? Not just a jacket. Like, is it just the fabric that we could have, like, what are those triangular sail shades? Like, is that
yeah.
something that we could look into?
Oh, maybe.
Definitely. If we're taking the water from the air and purifying it, I think that's something definitely we should look into. Because it is humid, honey. It is very humid.
When I first started reading that story, I was a little nervous. I was like, wait, you're going to drink water that's been on your jacket? But then when I read
almost thought you would do gagging noises the entire time.
no,
of
but
that
when I
story,
read it, because
so-
it's the units that are Velcroed to the jacket.
Right.
That's where the water collects.
She said unit. All right, we're getting into
We've entered 8th grade.
You're going to love this story. The World Pup
Oh, it's a dog story.
is real. The referee is certified, and we are all here for it. While 2026
I
World Cup
can't.
is making history in stadiums across the United States, Mexico, and Canada, someone at LG Channels looked at all of that and asked the most important question of the summer. Yes, but what if the players were rescue dogs?
It's like the Super Bowl one they do at the dogs.
Exactly. The World Pup is exactly what it sounds like. 48 shelter dogs from across the country were divided into 8 national teams.
Oh my God, I love this.
And competed in a full knockout style soccer tournament with real soccer balls, real brackets, and a real trophy
They
called
wore little jerseys.
World Pup Trophy. The series premiered on June 10th, and the championship match airs July 8th, so we'll have to set our calendars for that. Former U.S. men's national team World Cup athlete Jimmy Conrad was recruited to serve as the official referee, which is spelled Ruffferee.
Ruff.
And Conrad noted that while many aspects of the game translated beautifully, the key differences included the ability to lie down mid-match when tired and the use of one's nose to assess the
Oh, my
competition.
God.
But here's the part that matters most. Every single dog in this competition came from a shelter. The goal is not just the trophy. The goal is to find a forever home. And by the time production wrapped, most of them have already found one.
You know, each dog traveled from a participating shelter specifically for the competition.
Right.
And most were adopted before filming wrapped.
Oh, my gosh.
Several participating shelters still have dogs available for adoption.
Awesome.
Including Florida Little Dog Rescue out of St. Cloud, Florida, right here in our own backyard.
Gosh, how do we get tail waggers into this? This is a great idea.
They just have to reach out. And I love that they do it for the Puppy Bowl for the Super Bowl, and those dogs all end up getting adopted.
Yeah.
And then a lot of places, bars and stuff, are partnering with shelters, and they're doing their own version of the Puppy Bowl and helping the dogs get adopted. I think this is amazing because people are thinking outside of the box to get these animals adopted. And a lot of these dogs may not have exposure, but this puts them right in the limelight of it.
100%. And an estimated 6.5 million animals enter U.S. shelters every year. Events like World Pup that bring visibility to shelter animals have been shown to meaningfully
Let's see
increase
them
adoption
again.
rates in the weeks following the
Oh,
coverage.
look at their little jerseys.
Oh, I love it.
I can't.
I gotta find. We're gonna watch. I'm gonna find the July 8th. I think is the final match. We'll have to see who wins that. It's
Oh
gonna
my
be
God,
awesome.
I love it. Let's do some songs, shall we?
All right.
First up,
Oh, yeah. All right. Take it easy, baby. Make it last all night. She was an American girl.
Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, 1976. This was Tom Petty's debut single, released in 1976, his very first shot at radio.
Oh.
It did not become a hit right away. It took years for this song to find its full audience,
I love
partly
this
through
song.
FM radio and partly through a generation of people who just never stopped playing it.
You know, he had a house here in St. Augustine
Yes.
Beach. Yeah.
Tom Petty wrote it while living in an apartment near a highway in Gainesville, Florida. He
Okay.
could hear the constant hum of the traffic at night and said it sounded like the ocean.
Oh.
So there's a persistent rumor that this song is about a young woman who jumped from a dormitory at the University of Florida.
It was me.
He jumped from it.
Okay.
Which means she did not live.
Oh, whoops.
Tom Petty said the story is completely false. He made it up. from
Wait, was that Free
scratch.
Fallin'? Okay, sorry,
No.
stupid joke.
The guitar riff was later famously used as Tom Petty himself said, "So you want to be a rock star and rock and roll star?"
Yeah.
He knew it had a great riff when he wrote one. I love it. Any way you want it, that's the way you need it. Any way you want it. That's the air guitar. Released in 1980 on the album Departure, this song became one of Journey's signature anthems, even though it was originally not one of their biggest chart hits. Steve Perry's voice on this track is doing things that should not be physically possible. The range, the control, and the sheer conviction. The song was written by Steve Perry and Neil Schoon, the band's guitarist, in a matter of hours. And the song got its second life in 1983 when it was featured in the film Risky Business and became permanently associated with a certain kind of carefree summer energy.
You know, I am today years old. I didn't realize that Steve Perry was the lead singer of Journey.
Really?
And Steve Perry's Oh Sherry, right? Is
Yeah.
that
Oh,
No
Sherry.
shit. So he left the band?
Hold on.
What's the? Do you know the story over here?
No,
Did he-
that was his solo album. He did
He
a
just
solo
had a
album.
solo album, but still was
After
part of
he left
Journey.
the band.
I just didn't know. I was just now put two and two together.
Yeah.
I know. I'm learning just like you guys
That's
every day.
all right.
All right, let's get into Sunshine Shenanigans story. I have a
Lord.
doozy. I'm supposed to remind you no pick until the end.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, all right. So pull up a chair. I got a good one today, guys.
Dear
this one is
Jesus.
about love and heartbreak and the most creative act of survival I've ever seen involving a chest tattoo. All right. This is the story of Juan Familiar.
Jesus.
Juan was a good man, a simple man, the kind of guy who showed up on time, kept his word, and made his abuela proud. He worked at his cousin's place, a little market over on the west side called Chapala Market, where the tamales were legendary and the horchata could change your life. And one day, she walked in. I'm talking Jackie Horchata Gourmendez Comida Andrade French. Now, that name is a name that arrives at a party and takes over the whole room. Jackie was vivid. Jackie was something. And she walked into that Chapala market on a Tuesday afternoon and asked for Juan for 2 tamales and a large horchata, and she was not been the same since. It was the Lady and the Tramp moment situation, Sonnies. She was from a big family with a complicated last name and a big feelings. She was just Juan from the market. See what I did there? But somehow it worked. For 2 beautiful years it worked. And now here's where Jackie made a request. She told Juan that if he really loved her, if he was truly invested, 100% committed to their love, he would get her name tattooed on his chest.
Don't do it.
Specifically her name on his chest, over his corazon, over the heart. Juan, being a man fully in love and not fully in possession of his long-term thinking, he said yes immediately. He sat in that chair and got the big J, the big A, the big C, the big K, the big Y tattooed on his chest in a beautiful script, and he walked out of the shop like a man who just made a very romantic decision. He had not. 6 months later, Jackie started acting different. A little distant, a little distracted. She stopped answering his texts as fast. She started being busy on Saturdays. And then one afternoon, she just sat down and told him with great sincerity that she had developed feelings for someone else. Someone named Marcus.
Oh.
Marcus, Juan
It's like
went...
a Telemundo episode.
I know, it is. It is like a telenovela. Juan went home that night and sat with a chest tattoo that now read Jackie and absolutely zero context for it.
Oh, God.
He could cover it up. The script was just too bold. Laser removal was just too expensive and painful. He was not the kind of man to just walk around with a ghost name on his chest forever. So Juan thought about it. And then Juan thought
jeez.
about it some more. And then Juan Familiar walked into the tattoo shop with a reference photo and one of the most focused requests a tattoo artist has ever received. He said, I need the portrait of Jackie Chan right next to the word Jackie, and I need the word Chan right after it.
Stop it.
The artist.
This is real?
Yes, the artist stared at him for a long moment, and then the artist picked up the needle.
Said, are you sure?
3 hours later, Juan Familiar walked out of that shop with the face of one of the greatest martial artists and action stars in the history of cinema, permanently on his chest, surrounded by the name Jackie Chan.
Can I hit the picture?
Oh, just give me one more second. The quiet dignity of a man who just turned his heartbreak into the greatest tattoo in human history until he realized it was spelled differently. Hit the button.
Do it.
Look at this. Look at
No.
this. Look at this.
Stop it right now.
Jackie Chan spells it Jackie, and he has it Jacky Chan. Oh, that poor
Guys,
guy.
Who spells Jackie J? I can't.
Look
this poor
at
man.
so upset.
He's crying in the picture.
Poor thing. Pobrecito is what we say in Spanish.
This is what you get.
Oh
That's
my
why we
gosh.
don't tattoo names.
No, you don't do that.
I'm not doing
Especially
that.
if you don't have a ring on the finger, honey.
I'm not putting anyone's name on my body.
No, golly.
Let's do movies of yesteryear, shall we?
Sure.
I'm just picturing this guy crying
He
in
was
the mirror.
very, very upset. Llorando all day.
All right, first up, since the 4th is coming up, we're going to do some patriotic movies.
Okay.
First up, Patriot Games. This was so good. 1992, Tom Clancy was the biggest name in Hollywood thrillers, and biggest name in thrillers, and Hollywood wanted a piece of it. He was an author. This is a story of CIA analyst Jack Ryan, a former Marine who is just trying to take his family on vacation in London, where he witnesses an assassination attempt and does what any reasonable man does. He jumps in and stops it with his bare hands.
Yeah.
Harrison Ford stepped into the role of Jack Ryan, and Alec Baldwin played him in The Hunt for Red October. The villain in this movie is played by Sean Bean, who is famous at this point for dying in almost every single movie.
Yeah, he always does. He doesn't
And
disappoint.
TV shows.
Yeah.
James Earl Jones reprised his role as Admiral James Greer from The Hunt for Red October, the voice of Darth Vader in a Tom Clancy film, giving it orders. Somehow it worked perfectly.
I love James Earl Jones's voice. It's like
Yes.
velvet.
I do. I love it too.
Beautiful.
Number 2, The Patriot in 2000. Okay, the story of Benjamin Martin, a South Carolina farmer and a veteran of the French and Indian War, who wants absolutely nothing to do with the Revolutionary War.
Yeah, nothing.
He had just buried enough of it in his past. He raised his children in peace, and he just wants to be left alone. Then the war comes straight to his door.
Oh my gosh.
Played by Mel Gibson at an absolute height of his star power, Benjamin Martin is a man who gets pushed past the point of no return and picks up a tomahawk in ways that are both deeply satisfying and
I remember
genuinely
this
alarming.
movie. I do remember The Patriot. Yeah.
The role of his oldest son, Gabriel, was played by a largely unknown young Australian actor named Heath Ledger.
Oh, rest in peace, King. God, I love the Heath Ledger moment.
Yes,
He was nice.
so there
he was
you
a great,
go.
Great actor.
Watch
All right,
those movies,
Sonnies.
friends.
Before we say goodbye today, we want to leave you with something real. Not a headline or a hot take, just the truth. Every single day, we watch positivity happen right here on Sunny TV. We watch people show up for each other. We watch neighbors stop and help. We watch strangers become friends over a song or a story or a shared laugh at something that was a little too real and a lot funny. We watch this community choose each other over and over again without being asked, without any reason other than the simple, stubborn belief that people are absolutely worth it. You are worth it. Here is what we know about being true after this show. The thing that makes us great is not the rules or the regulations or the random belief. It's the person who holds the door for you when your hands are full. It's the neighbor who mows your lawn when you are sick. It's the friend who shows up with food when you cannot ask. It is the stranger who smiles at you on a day when a smile was the only thing that stood between you and giving up. That's the real Sunnyverse that we live in. And that's the one we celebrate right here every single day. So hit that share button. Let's give Nature We Trust an incredible exposure today and really highlight the health and wellness of everybody that we love.
Your mom's here.
All right. Good morning, Mom. Good to see you in comments. Guys, the Sunnyverse will be rolling in at 3 o'clock
Yes.
today for the show that's on in the afternoon. But all the cool kids, all the Sunnies, what we know it as Afternoon Delight. We love you guys. Hit that share
Yes,
button. We'll
do
see you
it.
later. Bye, Sunnies.
Bye, guys.